What's good, YouTube? Admin number back for another video, and people, I am so excited to bring you this very special upload for Rocket HQ. This officially begins our Battle of Legends tournament. For those of you who do not know, the Battle of Legends is something that Rocket HQ is pushing really hard right now. It's actually an online competition being held in X and Y via Nintendo. So kind of like the friendlies, it's an international online competition you can enter. Registration, I believe, is like July 17th. The competition itself is July 24th through July 25th. But the reason I am so excited is this competition is a metagame that has never before existed. It might never before or never exist ever again. And it's just such an amazing opportunity for team building. And our hope is that someone from Rock HQ can win the whole tournament. We're trying to get as much Rock HQ representation in this tournament as possible. Hope someone in the HQ can win the whole thing. So what the tournament does is it actually takes things we call Ubers, but specifically mythical legendary Pokemon, and lets them be used in doubles. So imagine Ubers meets VGC meets Smogon doubles. So on your team, you're allowed to have two mythical legendary Pokemon, so like Arceus and Kyogre. As you can see on my team is the top team right there. Or like Darkrai and Exuranus. Thundurus doesn't count, Latios doesn't count, none of those legendaries count, just the mythical legendaries like Mew, Mewtwo, things of that nature. You can have two of those on your team, but then you can also have like Mega Kang, Mega Blaziken. In fact, Mons from Poketransfer are allowed. So unlike VGC, you can have egg moves, you can have knockoff Conkeldurr. You can have basically anything that's not Deontay on your team. This is such an exciting opportunity for team building because Arceus and Kyogre, they're never in doubles formats, and especially how much doubles has changed since last time Kyogre was. Now we have, you think about what are the most three common threats in Ubers: Extreme Killer Arceus, Scarf Ogre, Scarf Darkrai. What destroys those three things? Wide Guard for Kyogre, Quick Guard for Arceus, and Prankster Taunt for Darkrai. And so you realize that in this tournament, a lot of people playing are just going to be casual players who are like, oh, I can use my legendaries, and they just throw them on a team. No, this is a chance for team building opportunities that might never happen again. And if you are a skilled competitive player and team builder, think of the crazy stuff you can do. And this is the first team I've designed for this tournament. I'm going to be bringing you tons of coverage. I'm probably going to stream every single day. I am super hyped for this tournament. I want someone from Rock HQ to win. I'm going to be uploading tons of battles, streaming tons of content, so you all can see my team. My hope is that you watching, team build with me, make a team. This is on Showdown. You can practice yourself. If you want to enter but you don't have access to the mons you want, let Rock HQ know. We'll help you gen the pokes you need. We want as many Rock HQ people as possible to enter this tournament. So leave team building suggestions in the comments. Help us out. Let's try and have someone from Rock HQ win this whole tournament. That is the goal. This is my first ever team. I'm going to show you all what I'm talking about in terms of team building. I picked the two Ubers I wanted to use, so Scarf Ogre and Arceus, and I built my team around threats. So like what would the three most common threats in the metagame. And other threats I knew from watching Ubers. A lot of my experience in this tier comes from my experience in VGC, but also my experience in the normal Ubers tier. So Scarf Ogre because it's a monster, and for unprepared teams you can just spam Water Spout. So when I see casual players, I can just spam Water Spout and destroy them. I actually decided to pair Kyogre with Ludicolo. Originally I had it paired with Kingdra because Kingdra gets Quash, and with the Swift Swim you can Quash stuff, almost like a Prankster Murkrow. But Ludicolo with Grass Knot actually, and again, you have to think Ubers, not OU. Grass Knot's better because Kyogre is so heavy. So many things in Ubers are so heavy. Groudon, Grass Knot's much better. Grass Knot from Ludicolo obliterates other Kyogres. So I run Ludicolo in the lane with Kyogre a lot. That also gives me Fake Out, which is huge. My Kyogre right now, I'm playtesting a Modest Scarf one. Let me know what y'all think of that. Because I have so much support from Landorus and Ludicolo, I think it works okay. I do have Extreme Killer Arceus. Obviously, that's very afraid of status, which is common in doubles, so I'm running Lum on that. I've got Thundurus because it counters Meowstic, Sableye. It's a faster Prankster with Taunt. Also, T-Wave is very huge. Mine is actually carrying the superpower because Tyranitar is a problem for this team. You'll see some battles, though, where I struggle with Thundurus because I made that change after some other battles. I already talked about Ludicolo, who is the star of this team. This thing, put it on the same roster as Magnetric. This thing is the real Uber on the team, not Scarf Ogre. Ludicolo right there is a monster. Mega Scizor, I've got my Quick Guard, I've got my Feint, I've also got my Bullet Punch for Xerneas. That's why I chose Scizor. Aegislash I chose specifically because of Mewtwo's. There's going to be a lot of Mewtwo's. We've got Shadow Sneak. I also won Gyro Ball. Again, Ubers, things are so fast. I actually carry Wide Guard as well. So that's the team at a glance. I've been playing in this format daily. Like I said, I'll be streaming every single day. And let me know if you're excited. Please like this video if you want more of it. Comment, and again, I will help you gen the mon you need. I want Rock HQ to be heavily represented in this tournament. I want us to win the whole thing. So let's do this as a group. Let's team build. Let's get excited. I want this to be a thing for Rock HQ. So also, I will put links in the description to the official Battle of Legends web page and also the page on Cerebi, so you can see that. But again, this is available on Showdown. If you have a team as well and you want to battle me, I will gladly take battle requests. We can team build and battle each other in practice. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this battle. Alrighty. Okay, so I decided to actually lead with my Kyogre and my Thundurus, mainly because I saw the Darkrai. Normally I tend to lead with Kyogre Ludicolo, but I did lead with Thundurus specifically because I saw the Darkrai, and if I didn't lead with Thundurus, I would have lost right then and there. But looking at my opponent's matchup, I was a little afraid of Scarf Xerneas, but I thought it was more probable he might have Scarf Darkrai, so I went ahead and went for the Water Spout, and I actually went for a T-Ball on Thundurus because I knew Xerneas was the most likely to survive. A key point for you all to take away is that Magic Bounce and VGC doubles only protects the Mon with Magic Bounce. So I could have T-Waved the Thundurus. But now, an excellent play by my opponent. By bringing in Kang, my opponent is capable of going for Fake Out. Now, it's important to know that even in the double damage reduction with Water Spout in the Wane from a modest Kyogre does OHKO Darkrai. But I didn't want to risk it being the Scarfed Darkrai or any type of shenanigans. So I actually switch out Aegislash knowing I won't need it. And my opponent makes the excellent play. They needed to fake out my Thundurus because I was going to Prankster Taunt the Darkrai. So excellent play by my opponent. But now I'm still in the position where I do have Scarf Ogre sitting in the back. Here I think my opponent actually makes a huge misplay and they get very, very greedy. They go for Power Up Punch on my Thundurus, which is a huge mistake. If my Thundurus wakes up, it's a huge problem for them because I cripple their Darkrai, and that shouldn't happen. I definitely would have gone straight for return. There I went for the Gyro Ball. It would have done tremendous damage to Darkrai had I woken up, but I don't. And now for Darkrai, I actually really disagree with the set my opponent shows here. Because obviously Darkrai used to always run Focus Blast, Dark Pulse, but now because Steel no longer resists Dark, Sludge Bomb or Sludge Wave Dark Pulse is extremely good. Luckily here I do wake up with Thundurus. I get my T-Wave off in the Darkrai. That thing is crippled. Kyogre can now decimate it. And my opponent next turn actually goes for a Spatial Rend on my Thundurus, which is really odd. Here I just take the opportunity to go for another T-Wave on the Kang, just for good measure. I went for a Gyro Ball. It wouldn't have done much to either because they were paralyzed. But my other attacking move was Shadow Sneak because I have Wide Guard, so I couldn't really hit either one. And that looks like a very scary moment for me. Again, my opponent did just get a double down. I'm down to my last two Mons. But so is my opponent. So luckily the Rain goes down, so I get Fresh Rain. I go on the Scarf Ogre. And now it's extremely obvious my opponent wants to Sucker Punch. This is why you need to be smart team building. So what do I have on my Scizor? I have Quick Guard. I know my opponent's going to go for Sucker Punch to try and reduce the effectiveness of Water Spout, so I go for Quick Guard. You see that Kang outsped Darkrai. They went for Sucker Punch, and because of Quick Guard, my Kyogre is protected, stays at full HP. I get a free Water Spout off. That was a huge turn right there. Again, that's why in this tournament, if we approach it like good team builders, we can win this whole thing because the average player is not going to have Wide Guard, Quick Guard, and be prepared for those threats. So now that puts me in a position, obviously I can just go for the quick Bullet Punch and get the KO. So that was a really fun battle, really suspenseful, but I really enjoyed it. So this is my first team. Let me know what you think of the team. You'll be seeing a lot of it. I will upload videos for Battle of Legends daily. I will do my best to stream daily, probably in the nights when I'm just playing casually. I'll stream this. But again, this is Rock HQ. This is our time to shine. I see no one going at this like hardcore. I don't see it. If there's someone out there, please let me know. I'd love to contact them. But I think Rock HQ can go all the way in this. This is a brand new metagame, and we can do some crazy innovative things with team building that have never been done before. So please leave your suggestions in the comments. I'm happy to gen pokes for you, help make your team. I'm happy to take challenges in this format. Again, it's on Showdown. Links are down below to more information on this tournament. The people, WAC HQ, this is your time. This is your moment. So thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment. Again, I am going to be going full force with this for the next 2 weeks. The tournament is on the 25th. It starts. And I believe registration starts the 17th. Is that right? I think that's right. Look in the links down below. But you're going to see me doing a ton of coverage of this. So get excited, people. And thanks so much for watching. This is Abba signing off. Have a good one.